Hello everyone, my name is Sylviana. Today we are going to be catching up with where we left off with Doki Doki Literature Club. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So let's get into it. Feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please just know how much I love you. So much that... I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Oh. It's definitely turning into the dark side. You all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Nope. Tell me, do you accept my confession? I feel like this is like what happened to Siori. It's gonna be a damn if I do, damn if I don't situation. What the... excuse me? No. What? Excuse me? I was not expecting this at all. You know what? Nope. There's no going back. Well, we turned to the dark side turn of events right off the bat in this stream. How long is this dialogue? Long dialogue of non-English here. I'm afraid to hit skip just in case if it actually has something coming up soon. There, I'll just do it. Oh, okay, let's see how long this is going to be. I feel like even if I said yes, it was just gonna turn out like this regardless. like what happened with Sayori. She was just okay. Natsuki, alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. Yeah! She runs away. I'm here. Did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. That's what you have to say in this kind of situation. And you're behind something, aren't you, Monica? I've been saying this from the start. Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Remove character Yuri, deleted successfully. Natsuki's been deleted successfully. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica left the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. Cannot see. Oh, crap. Oh, no. No, please. And with this kind of game, it won't let me start from where I... Here. I'm just gonna try my best. Force close. I don't think it'll let me pick up where I started. Why? Okay. It showed up at the start. Why did... Okay. Oh, yeah. To get back where I left off with, I would have to restart the whole game, and that would seem pointless right now. Well, ripperoni. Sorry, chat. I don't know why the system's like, okay, we'll work at the start of the stream. As soon as you start, psych. Anyways, let's pick up. Because this game's, there's no going back. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Yeah! Okay, so Ford's closing just goes right. Okay, so what happened, chat, is as soon as I started, Yuri confessed to me, and I feel like it was going to be damn if I do, damn if I don't, so I just said no. And then she just took a knife and stabbed herself multiple times. And then it went through like a whole day and night cycle of like her just slouched over on the ground. And then it clipped over to where you just saw Natsuki just running away. And here comes Monica. Oh. Oh. That's a shame. Were you here the entire weekend? Ah, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. But it's been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Yuri's been deleted. Natsuki's deleted. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Sylviana. Um, Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her off to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. I knew it. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sari more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You are all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even though most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That is all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in the game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Or will you go out with me? Oh man, what a choice, chat. What a choice. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I meant that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make it myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh boy. Broken English on the page. I guess it doesn't really matter what I choose, right? Tonic. Moo! Hi again. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I love to see what you wrote. Ah, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy in, pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of our pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh crap, chat. Chat, am I cooked? Am I cooked? Um, hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But, do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? Can the answer be no? Hi. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Well, I didn't get to read any part of that. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Don't know if randomly clicking stuff do anything. Probably not. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. Isn't it like you ever made fun of me? You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? uh... Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. Like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing needs to be descriptive enough to put you genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things that's just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So, even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Awkward silence. So, you good, Monica, or this nice weather we're having outside is all, glow-glongy? Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out, or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too. You know. But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicated their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. Mm-hmm. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. Ah, thanks, but no one's perfect. You know, I really don't think you literally saved my life by being here with me. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable, knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of offing yourself, wouldn't you? No. Well, maybe you write some poetry to try to keep yourself sane for a while. But then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then, when they finally go out after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over, and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their house, bring your laptop, and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of an in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you. Let me give me a second.
Charging battery.
Okay. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education can catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. How thoughtful of you, Monica. Am I right? I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Mm. Monica's evil. You really do like sitting in silence a lot, Monica. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention, everything is in English. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. What do you think's gonna happen, chat? Any thoughts? Ba 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 ba. Do you ever feel like you waste too much time on the internet? I mean, who doesn't? Social media can practically be like a prison. It's like whenever you have a few seconds of spare time, you want to check on your favorite websites. And before you know it, hours have gone by. You've gotten nothing out of it. Anyway, it's really easy to blame yourself for being lazy. But it's not really even your fault. Addiction isn't usually something you can just make disappear with your own willpower. You have to learn techniques to avoid it and try different things. For example, there are apps that let you block websites for intervals of time. Or you can set a timer to have a more concrete reminder of when it's time to work versus play. Or you can separate your work and play environments, which helps your brain get into the right mode. Even if you make a new user account on your computer to use for work, that's enough to help. Putting any kind of wedge like that between you and your bad habits will help you stay away. Just remember not to blame yourself too hard if you're having trouble. If it's really impacting your life, then you should take it seriously. I just want to see you be the best person you can be. Will you do something to make me proud of you? I'm always rooting for you. Some water. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. I can't help but feel a little sad sometimes, knowing that this is the closest I can get to you. There's nothing more I want to be in the same room as you, for real. And to feel your warmth. And to hear the sound of your heartbeat. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be possible someday. Besides, I'll never get tired of being with you, even from here. Are you guys doing the same pose as Monica and just have like your hands stretched up just staring? Hey, do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. I started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold. When there are children who live their lives being sold, or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder, how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve? Or worse? Or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease? But the punchline is this. If just one person beats the odds and survive, among the thousands of others would die. Then, it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at this miserable face of Syrian Yuri, even as we speak. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So, from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for there to be a God, if Earth was nothing but his playset. Back to just staring. Stare contest, go! Who'll win? Not me. You know, it kinda sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard, but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, and actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine. You're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. Stare mode activate. Nah, 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 nah. I don't think I was ever good at staring competition because, like, I practically only did it outside as a kid, and of course the gust of wind would just blow right in my eyes and be like, yeah, crap, yeah, I lost. I can't help but wonder how things would be different if the game just gave me a route in the first place. Actually, I had the position Monica's in for a second earlier. Which part? Ah, okay. I think I would end up forcing you onto my route anyways. It has less to do with me not having a route and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. It all lost its meaning once I found out it wasn't real. So, I really don't mess with those days or anything. I really don't. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wonder with her, is it truly a passion for her hobbies? Or is it just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Nah, I'm definitely more of a tea drinker. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense of thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. Yeah, I don't drink coffee. I quit coffee a long time ago. What say you, Chad? Are you more of a coffee or a tea person? Hey, would you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Tea for sure, hell yeah. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around too. I like how it's like galaxy outside and it has like ray beams. Yes. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask. What made you consider even playing this in the first place? Were you that lonely? Nah, someone just told me, hey, you should try this game out. I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Or, you know. I'm not really a fan of cold weather, are you? I like fall. If I had to choose between too cold or too hot, I would always pick too hot. Eh, I think I'd rather do cold because I can just cover up in a blankie or something. Too hot, I'd be like, oh gosh, this is miserable. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb. And if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although, I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for the best cuddle weather. You know, nice warm cup of hot cocoa. This hot cocoa with the white chocolate lint truffles. Perfect. Hey, have you ever heard the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you. Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get in their way. Well, to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. Yeah, this is Monica to the T. And I might need to get some more water soon.
Mic off. Mic on.
By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you when she started to open up a little. She even told me I should off myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave it at that point. But thinking about it now, it's a little ironic. I mean, maybe I think maybe it's both Yuri and Monica that are kind of the yandere type of people. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into yandere type, you know. I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Weren't you just judging though? Wasn't she just judging? Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. Are you now? It's kind of the opposite, actually. Explain, please. I turn out to be the only normal girl in this game. Uh-huh. The only normal girl in this game, huh? Doubt. It's not like I could ever actually off a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. Weren't you just deleting them and telling them that they should off themselves throughout the whole game? Lies and slander. Am I right? Or am I just misunderstanding? But come on, everyone's off people in games before. I mean, kind of point of some games, right? Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go. Or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Drink of water in the awkward silence. You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So, let's go for it. Here's the Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know. As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. That is true. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks you come back to it and realize it was never really any good. That happens to be me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and then you realize it sucks. Well, that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. That's why you don't compare. You'll dishearten yourself. When you reach for the stars, there's always going to be out of your reach, you know? The truth is, you have to climb up there, step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help set a bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you just jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So, if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do, right? I know, these are spitting facts right now. Like, holy macaroni. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. Yep. Set your bar low, work on little bits at a time, and eventually you get to where you want to be. Or you work on it. Such a good learning experience and a stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. She does have some spitting facts moment. Not gonna lie. I love her whole craziness. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. You know what? Round of applause for Monica for this advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Is this just going to go right back into her crazy mode? Until next time. Hey, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to
Charge
think about
complete.
pretty often. I mean, I think everyone has that kind of moment at one point in their life, right? But recently, I think I've actually learned what it feels like. Have you now? I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can really remember it anyway. You know what, I feel like I just need to save. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Uh, Thanks, Monica. There's no point in saving anymore, chat. Oh no. What does that mean? After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant. Rip. And I'm back in my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for a game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not that very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Dun dun dun. She took away my save. Did you know I'm on Twitter? My username is LilMonix3. Okay? I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked that username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? Well, Monica, I got sad news for you. I don't have Twitter. I had Twitter for a short amount of time in college, just because my art teacher said it was mandatory to create an account to follow her for certain class assignments, just for her to do absolutely nothing for it. I'd be like, wow, what a wasted account just to follow someone. So I was like, I'm just gonna delete it after this class just in case she pulls up something. It really meant a lot to me. Sorry, I got a bit sidetracked there. What a story, right? Yeah, she wants followers. With how much you mean to me and all. It'd really make me feel loved. Is Twitter back to being called Twitter, or is it still X or whatever baloney they're changing it to? I don't know. Probably X, but some still call it Twitter. Yeah. I mean, if you say one, you automatically know what they're referring to. Yuri did some really funny ones. Yuri did something really funny once. Okay. My mind didn't make that make sense for a second there. We were all in the club room and just relaxing as usual. And out of nowhere, Yuri just pulled out a small bottle of wine. Ooh, I like wine. I like red wine the best. I'm not even kidding. She was just like, would anybody like some wine? Natsuki laughed out loud and Suri started yelling at her. I actually felt kinda bad because she was at least trying to be nice. Yeah, but alcohol in school is not really a good thing. I think it just made her feel even more reserved in the club room. Though, I think Natsuki was secretly a bit curious to try it. And to be completely honest, I kinda was too. It actually could have been kinda fun. But you know, being present and everything, there was no way I could let that happen. Maybe if we all met up outside of school, but we never bonded enough to get to that point. Gosh, what am I talking about this for? I don't condone underage drinking. That's good. I mean, I never drink or anything, so yeah. Let's see. Okay. Does this even get you anywhere, or are we just staring into infinity? I know. What's the point of this kind of conversation with Monica, right? There's a really popular character type called Tsundere. Okay, are we gonna go through all like the character types, Monica? Why? What's gonna be your point, Monica? I wonder what her plan of action is going to be. Or if she even thought of one yet. Is someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean or fussy or trying to act tough. At least they aren't looping. That's true. I hate when people loop and try and just like, okay, you already made your point. Okay, you already made your point. You're saying the same thing over and over again, just using different words. Can we move on? I guess they looped that way they have their own mental understanding. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her. So she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't exist. How thoughtful of you, Monica. Am I right? I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Reminiscing over people that you deleted. Gotcha. Just really do like this staring. Oh hey, she thought of something. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members. But if you got new members, wouldn't you just eventually delete them? Because they would have gotten in her way. Am I right? Wait, she deleted them, right? Can't you? Okay. I don't know if I can mess with the files, but maybe until the next stare down, maybe this game is wanting me to open up the folder and delete her. I'm not sure how to do that, but maybe that might be something to look into and see what happens if anything at all. If it's possible. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. What were we just talking about? Right? Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is, gosh, it feels like I'm kind of grown a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Okay. Let's see how. Let's see. Open up folder. That's not where I want the folder to be. Thank you. Let's see. Where are my game files? Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I wouldn't guess because you're in a game and can't really eat, right? As it seems. Let's see. You're gonna have to wait, Monica. I gotta look up. I'm gonna see if I can try and look up stuff. Games. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. It's not letting me to open up that folder. Oh well, I tried looking it up. Maybe someone on YouTube streamed this game before and was able to do something. Ah, I don't mean that I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I thought there'd be like a game, like how she was talking about there's like a game folder where she can delete character files. I was wondering if there was like an actual, whenever you download the game, I was thought maybe there could be like an actual file that saves. And like similar stuff what she was talking about, like, well, I wonder if that does exist, what happens if I delete Monica? If it's even possible. Then what then? But I wasn't able to, so it might not exist. Well, there should be. Yeah. I couldn't find it. But anyways, let's see if there's anything after all these long dialogues that Monica is just spewing. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. Yep, steam. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to the whole mess. What? Is that so strange for a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care much about that part. It's weird. Like we only care about often the things that we personally relate to as species. Most people are fine with offing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all off billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger and it's murder. I mean, what if the plant feels some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling the leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that'd be really romantic. Okay, let's see, there's an option that seems to browse files for your games. Manage. This? Okay, let's see. Oh, characters. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Coccyx. Let's see. Delete. I did it. I did it, chat. I did it. I did it. Thank you for helping me. I was looking in the wrong spot. What's happening? Hey, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Uh-oh. Please hurry and help me. Monica does not exist. Help me. We did something, chat. Did you do this to me? Did you? Did you delete me? Ooh. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You upped everyone. Really? Was it me or was it you? With all the words and stuff that you were talking to them and then you deleted them? Because there was plenty of times where it was like, it's damn if I do, damn if I don't. So was it really me? If you have to put it into that perspective, Monica. I'm not wrong. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Hey, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I wonder if it's going to go back to the title screen and she's not there. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends? I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I didn't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Now this music is nice. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted? How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Hey, I know I said that I deleted everyone, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved that literature club. I really did love the literature club.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, headsets testing. Okay. My headset takes a little bit of time to adjust. But I am back with a fresh cup of water. So I guess since we can't load game, we have to do new game. Let's see what this outcome's going to be. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey! Well, there already is one girl. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we picked up that habit once again. Hey, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Yes. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on. Please. It's good motivation. Fine. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? My club? I told you already, I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, but I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. Which that could be applied to anyone in general. Put your mind to something, you should be able to do great stuff. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. We're gonna join her club, guys. Who would have guessed? The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stand up gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Hey! Oh, what are you doing here? Well, I glanced around the room. So you're Savannah and that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoyed the visit. Come on, Yuri. Don't need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Don't tell me. You're... That's right. The club I decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. What do you mean, what? You expect something different? Let's see. I'm just gonna set up a headset again real quick. Fully charged? Wait, where did I set fully charged?
Charging battery.
Headsets are having a commotion. Okay, that means we become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. I bet I can save now. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. No, Sayori, I'm not talking to you. I knew this was gonna happen. My phone likes to think Sayori is its name, and it's not. Grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. It turns the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and Reno book might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy it. Tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. True. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey! Well, that can change. Manga is literature. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It is obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we can have in common. Hey, Yuri? Eh? Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Cipriano wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Suri jumps in. Maybe we can try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I could try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make the two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Eh? I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, right? You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sorry, shut up. Wow. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yeah, I'll look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri starts to clean up the food. I guess that meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Siri. Ah, Sylviana. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, I really want to thank you. I feel like this is the part I need to save. Even though this game has proven saves aren't really that savable. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. I love your emotes, Cossacks. They're cute. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Oh, the plot thickens. So it wasn't just Monica knowing that this is the game. Sayori does too. Uh-oh. Does that mean Sayori can... What does this mean about Sayori? That's right. I know everything that she did. Oh no. What's gonna happen? I'm scared, chat. Are you scared? Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything. I know how hard you try to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. I feel like this is turning into a flip of a coin. Monica's on one side and Sayori's on the other. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. F-O forever. Um. Um. Eh? Is Monica coming back? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Is is Monica having a hero moment or something? Is Monica coming back? Is she coming back? Monica left, made Sayori crazy, and Monica's like, no, I gotta stop this. Is that what's happening? Who? It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Sylviana. Goodbye, Literature Club. Oh no. Oh no. What's happening? Is this the end? Yeah?
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Playing audio.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Bum, 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 bum.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
This gives me Portal vibes with the song.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're
Oh!
here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free?
These little stickers are cute.
Flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your
Right?
heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
I'm not crying, you're crying. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is a truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish empathy. For the time it lasted, I wanted to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of the Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Aww. Error script follows missing or corrupt. Reinstall the game. Okay. Well, that was Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you do, please leave a follow. I typically stream on the weekends. I try to do at 11 a.m. EST, but some family stuff may pop up here and there. So if I don't stream in the morning, I'll typically stream at night, just to take the circumstances. But let's see, is there anyone to raid? Let's see. Do you guys like WoW, World of Warcraft streams? You can raid someone doing that. So I'm going to raid Strobeck. He has some great RP moments. So if you do be nice, say hi, have a good time. Until next time, have a good one and take care. Let's see, is it going to stop?